take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave.
Maybe this wife also hates you because you're not a likable person. You are not the man you think you are. And that's the problem. Men will go to other countries to find wives, and when that wife also does not like them, they're going to think that they are Americanized, that they're brainwashed.
I didn't realize that I had more to say about Chad and his Americanized Filipino wife, yet here we are for part 2. In my previous TikTok, we chatted about how divorce is not legal in the Philippines. But Ronnie, we are not in the Philippines, you might say. You're gosh darn right, and his wife is so lucky that we're not in the Philippines. Because she can actually leave. Having the legal right to leave your spouse is something that we take for granted because, oh my gosh, the cultural implications of being stuck in marriages has reverberations that go way beyond the Philippine legal system, let me tell you. But when we know better, we do better. And when we realize that there is a better life out there for us, we don't have to settle for what somebody wants to give us. We can decide that we want more. And I'm so glad that his wife is deciding to move on, because from the little that I've seen, oh my gosh, no thank you, please. So if being an Americanized Filipino wife means that I know my worth and I know how I want to be treated, and I also know what I'm not going to put up with, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But on what planet did that passport bro think that some beautiful, 20-year-old Filipino woman wants anything to do with an old man? The problem with men like this, especially, is they think they are just so, desirable, that they are top tier, they are the prize, just because they have a lot of money or whatever. Women are human beings, right? So, yes, I think a lot of us would like to be comfortable. I would love to live in a beautiful mansion. But if you want me to love you or like you, you need to have a personality that makes me like you and love you. And you have to be nice to me. It's not about Disney World trips and whether we live in a mansion and vacations, and you need to be nice to me. Otherwise, why do I want to be around you? Women don't need men to provide for them anymore. Thank God. We can do it on our own. And we have support systems usually, family, female friends, whatever. Unlike men like this who isolate themselves and just obsess over, getting women, importing women from the Philippines. So yeah, serves you right. And this should be a reminder to men that it's not about money. It's not about abs. You need to have a personality. You need to be likable. And if you're not, we are going to leave you.
It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave. I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. And I'm going to go into my bunker. So I came downstairs in my nice 4-story mansion and just stayed by myself through Christmas Eve and through Christmas.
So I saw this and immediately all my red flags went up. First of all, the way you mentioned her as a Filipina wife, my Filipina wife, not my wife, my Filipina wife. She's from a poorer country than you. You already set it up as though you took this woman from a country where she needed help. You married her and it took her 2 years to leave you, and all of a sudden she doesn't want anything to do with you. You also did the hashtag gold digger. And then you proceed to talk about your mansion. So immediately I'm skeptical. And then I find the video that the wife made.
I think the word Americanized has nothing to do with someone who is disrespectful, especially to your people. Let's say that your closest people. It's because he disrespected my parents, screaming, snatching some things, verbally.
My Filipino wife has been Americanized. My Americanized Filipino wife. That seems to be triggering a lot of people. Let me explain what I mean.
No, Chad. I love that your name is Chad. Please, let me explain to people what you mean when you say your Filipino wife has become Americanized. What you mean by that is that you never thought that you would be the one to lose the control in the relationship, right? Because you were the big, rich American that went to the Philippines and found some young girl who's 30 years your junior, who I'm guessing was maybe didn't come from a ton of money and didn't have a ton of opportunities, and you essentially entered into this business agreement with her, right? In exchange for her marrying you, having children with you, enduring whatever it takes to be, married to you and do the things that you consider a traditional wife to do. You would provide for her a certain lifestyle, a lifestyle that, included, money and, provide for her whatever she needed. And she agreed. But what you never counted on, because you thought, because you had all the money, you had all the power and control, was that one day she was going to stand up to you and say, fuck this. Because from what it sounds like, there was only so much she was willing to endure. And she drew the line when you were disrespectful to her parents. And I don't know if this was planned, coincidental, or just poetic, but this all happened just about 2 years after you'd been married. And now you're hiding in the basement, having your mantram, missing Christmas with your own children because you were stomping your feet at the fact that your wife told you no. And what's wild to me, Chad, is that you entered into this knowing exactly what you were getting yourself into.
Why did you marry me?
Because I don't want to work.
I don't know, Chad. I'm just really surprised that you're surprised. The terms of your agreement seemed very clear to me. They just didn't extend to you treating her parents like shit. You reap what you sow, Chad. And I cannot tell you how deeply satisfying it is for me to tell you that as an Asian American woman.
There's this one guy going insanely viral right now. Video after video of how his relationship with his Filipino wife has now gone sour ever since he brought her back to the United States. When he mentioned that, I'm like, dude, if you were in any real Passport Bro circles, one of the main things that they discuss is not bringing your foreign wife back to the United States and staying there on a more permanent basis. Because let me tell you something, I've heard that several times, and there's a reason those guys are saying that. But apparently, you specifically, sir, did not get the memo. I looked in the comment section of most of his videos that he's talked about, where he's pretty much talking about the divorce he's about to have, I guess, with his wife, or I don't know if that is a divorce or not or whatever. Anyways, he pretty much fed the wolves with putting this story out on the internet. You call yourself a passport bro, my guy, but I guess you thought by posting all your dirty laundry about what's going on with you and your foreign wife would only have effect on you. Like, nah, man. What you're doing is making that whole community look bad. I really hope you understand that, because now you're giving people who already had the worst things to say about the Passport Bro community, you're giving them fuel to throw on that fire and make it even bigger. But you don't realize that because you keep talking about it over and over. And ever since then, I'm telling you, I mean, yeah, I know I'm making a video about this guy too. So, but that's beside the point. The point is, people that I've seen in, some like a year or two back, when the whole idea of Passport Bros was like very, very, very hot topic. They've now, all those people who have hated, I mean, literally hated, all the way to the core, these men who decided to pack their shit and leave and go find love somewhere else, right? Those people who have hated the Passport Bros, they are having a fucking heyday right now, all because of this guy. Because I was starting to wonder, like, where have all the the whole subject of Passport Bros has been pretty quiet for like quite a minute now, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing more and more of these Passport Bro haters just making video after video after video popping up on my For You page. And I found the source. So, sir, I really hope you're proud of yourself for making that whole community look really bad right now. It's not just you that's making it. That's like all those videos. It's not even just about you. You have a lot of women in your comment section. I know you probably see it. Oh my God, they are just cheering for your foreign wife like crazy. And as expected, because you brought your woman here, you got the green card and all that shit, right? I mean, this whole thing, a lot of this you put upon yourself. I don't know why you didn't decide to just stay over there and y'all just cooled it out over there or whatever the hell. What was the point of you even bringing her back here to the United States? And that shit is biting you in the ass right now. And for those of my followers that are Passport Bros, hey, look, this don't mean I don't rock with y'all no more. I still rock with Passport Bros, but this motherfucker that I'm talking about specifically, listen, y'all shouldn't even let this dude claim that title. Cause he's not making y'all look good. He's making a lot of Passport Bros look like shit right now. Because the videos, they're about a dozen. Oh my god. Cause like I said earlier, like I was wondering where all this shit was coming from after the whole subject of Passport Bros has been quiet. This motherfucker right here, I tell you, this shit is just nuts, man. This is just one fucked up ass situation, and all he had to do, this is just my opinion. This should have been handled behind closed doors. But then again, we live in a day where people love to air their dirty laundry all over the internet, and it unfortunately it goes viral. It goes viral. mm. This is sad, dude.